guys, and welcome to day 10 of Vlogmas. In one of my previous Vlogmas vids, I said that I wanted to do a Q&A for Vlogmas. I'm not doing the Q&A now. That is still going to be a thing, however, so if you have any questions you want me to answer, comment them down below. However, on that video, one of the questions that someone commented for me to answer was, who do you think is going to die in Infinity War? That is the big question, isn't it? That's what everyone's wondering, and everyone's coming up with theories and all sorts of stuff, and I thought I'd just dedicate a whole video to that question. So today I'm going to be answering who I think is going to die in Infinity War, even though I do not want to answer it, but hey ho. So the character I'm going to start with is the character who I think we can all agree is probably most certainly definitely going to die in Infinity War, and that is Vision. The whole point of Infinity War is Thanos has the Infinity Gauntlet and he's trying to get all the Infinity Stones to try and take over the universe, basically. The Mind Gem is one of those Infinity Stones that Thanos wants, and that is also what's keeping Vision alive. So I think it's pretty safe to say Thanos wants the Mind Gem, he's going to get the Mind Gem, and he's gonna kill Vision in order to get it. So I've kind of grouped together like all the characters who are going to be in this film into the original Avengers, the Guardians of the Galaxy, all the newer Avengers and characters and stuff. So first off, I'll look at the Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't think at least any of the main Guardians are going to die. So Star-Lord, Gamora, Rocket, Groot and Drax, I think they're all in the clear. The Guardians of the Galaxy films are doing too well to kill any of the characters off. If any of the main Guardians did die, I feel like it would probably be Drax. I don't know, I could just be saying that because he's my least favourite Guardians of the Galaxy. There's Mantis. I have a feeling she could die. If any of the Guardians do die, it would probably make sense to be her. The other person hanging with the Guardians of the Galaxy at the moment is Nebula, because she wants to kill Thanos. How that's gonna end up, I do not know, but yet again, I think Nebula is one who could end up dying, but I really hope not, because she's my favourite Guardians of the Galaxy character. So another kind of Guardians related character is the Collector. He's probably gonna end up dying, I reckon, because the Collector has the Ether, which is one of the Infinity Stones, and obviously, like I said with Vision, Thanos wants these Infinity Stones and he's gonna do whatever he can to get hold of them, and I feel like one of those is gonna include killing the Collector. Okay, so then the next group of characters I've got, they're any character who's been introduced since the first Avengers film. Now, I think the ones we know for certain who are in the clear be Ant-Man, Bucky, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange and T'Challa, I reckon, are all in the clear. The next MCU film that's being released after Infinity War is Ant-Man and the Wasp, so we know for a fact that Scott isn't going to get killed. Then Bucky, I have a feeling that Steve is probably going to die, and if he does, I reckon Bucky will end up taking the mantle of Captain America. We also know Sebastian Stan's contract hasn't run out yet, so he's probably going to be in some future films after Infinity War. So I reckon Bucky's in the clear. Obviously Spider-Man, we know we're getting 2 more solo Spider-Man films. They've recently confirmed that John Watts will be directing the Spider-Man Homecoming sequel, so we know Peter won't be dying. Doctor Strange is also a very new character into the MCU. He's also one of the most powerful, and for that reason I don't think they're going to kill him off. Falcon, I feel like is going to end up surviving, kind of like Buck. But also if Steve dies, Falcon could be the one to take over the mantle of Captain America. I hope it isn't. I really hope it's Bucky, because Bucky means a lot more to Steve than Sam does. But then we've got Wanda. Now again, I don't think she's going to die, but I feel like if there are lots of deaths, she could be one of them. So then we've got Rhodey, and again, he's one of the characters who he could die, he could not die. We don't really know. I feel like if Tony dies, then Rhodey probably won't. So the final person I have in this list is T'Challa, Black Panther. I don't think he's gonna die, because literally the film we get before Infinity War is his solo film, and they're not gonna kill him straight after that, and he's probably gonna have a sequel and all that sort of stuff. So another tiny group of characters I've put together are the people that we kind of see in Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok, spoilers if you haven't seen it. I think it's safe to say that pretty much all the Asgardians on that ship are going to die. The mid-credit scene, obviously we see them on the ship, and then this massive ship, which is Thanos's, shows up, and in the Infinity War trailer we see someone walking and he's stepping over all these dead bodies and they look like Asgardians, and in the background you can actually see some of the characters who were definitely on the ship with the Asgardians. So I think it's safe to say that basically the whole whole of Asgard is going to die. I can't imagine they're gonna kill off Valkyrie in Infinity War. We literally only just got her. She was such a big character and everyone loved her. I don't think they're gonna kill her off. Heimdall, however, he's one of the significant characters who I think could possibly end up getting killed. But again, I don't know. This then brings us to Loki. If you've seen my reaction to the Infinity War trailer, you will know how I feel about this. Loki is my all-time favorite MCU character. He was my favorite right from the beginning. His character means so much to me. I love him with all my heart, but I think it's pretty safe to say that he's going to die. Now, recently in an interview, the producer of all the MCU films confirmed that Loki is going to be an ally of Thanos in Infinity War. So obviously it's a shock to no one that Loki's going to be working with Thanos. It is a bit of a disappointment. We know he stole the Tesseract from the vault. He's probably going to end up giving it to Thanos, and we do have that scene in the Infinity War trailer of him holding out the Tesseract. One thing I do notice about this scene, and I think I mentioned it in my reaction, is Loki looks absolutely terrified. And so I feel like Loki's going to be working with Thanos, but it's not going to be willingly. There's loads of theories and speculations and evidence towards Loki in the first Avengers film that kind of show that he was tortured by Thanos, and some of the theories even mention mind control. I won't talk about that in this, but if that is something you're interested in me talking about, just everything to do with Loki, I could maybe do another video on it. I don't think Loki's willingly working for Thanos. I think he's either being mind controlled, manipulated, or just he's so scared of Thanos he doesn't want to go against him. If this is the reason Loki is working for Thanos, however, I feel like it's safe to say that he's going to get killed by Thanos. I think he's gonna get killed sacrificing himself to save Thor. Thanos is probably gonna be fighting Thor, or Thor's gonna get in a little bit of a situation. He's probably gonna nearly die and Loki's gonna step in and save him, but it's gonna cost him. So then the final characters we have in Avengers Infinity War are the originals, the main 6 Avengers who are from the first Avengers film. So out of these characters, the only character I know is probably most certainly going to die is Steve Rogers, Captain America. As much as it pains me to say, because he is my favourite Avenger, if you saw my Avengers Infinity War trailer reaction, you will know how much he means to me, but I think it's safe to say he's going to die. One of the reasons I think this is because in the comics, Captain America gets killed during Civil War. However, we've had Civil War in the films and he's still alive. As for the rest of the original Avengers, it's really hard to know who's going to die and who isn't. Obviously, this isn't our last Avengers film with them. We have got the 4th Avengers film. So I reckon that some of the originals are going to die in Infinity War, and then basically the rest of them will die in Avengers 4. With the rest of the Avengers, it's kind of just a guessing game as to who we think is going to die and who isn't, and that sort of thing. I mean, if I had to guess, I feel like Tony is a likely option. However, if Steve dies, he's already one of the major original Avengers. Tony is the other major Avenger out of the originals, so I feel like if Steve dies in Infinity War, they might save Tony's death for Avengers 4. Obviously, I think some of the likely deaths could be Clint or Nat, because, you know, they don't actually have superpowers. Another thing with Clint, I think there is a high chance he could die simply because he isn't in the Avengers Infinity War trailer. We got the trailer, there is literally no sign of Hawkeye anywhere, so that could mean that maybe he dies early on. One of the characters I really don't know if they're going to die or not is Thor. Like, I have no idea. Again, I think if Loki doesn't die in Infinity War, Thor will, and Loki will witness his death, but I think it's safe to say Loki's gonna be dying, so I really don't know about Thor. Bruce, I literally have no idea. There is one option that I think could happen, and I think this is very likely to happen in Infinity War, and that could be that loads of people get killed, however some of them get brought back to life by Doctor Strange. He has the time gem. It can change time, reverse time. We see him prevent deaths in Doctor Strange using it, and I feel like he could do the same thing in Avengers Infinity War. Now, I know a massive theory going around is that actually Peter Parker's going to die, and then through Doctor Strange's time gem, Peter will come back to life, and I feel like that could happen. I feel like Spider-Man could die. We see in the trailer he goes head to head with Thanos. He is a 15-year-old kid. He has powers, he doesn't have experience, and for that reason I wouldn't be shocked if Peter does end up getting killed. However, if he does, he will be brought back somehow, and I reckon that will be through the use of the time gem, whether it's Doctor Strange using it or someone else. Then it could also be through maybe the soul gem. We haven't seen that Infinity Stone yet, and you know, it might not just be Spidey who that happens with. Any of them could could die and any of them could get brought back. So that is all my thoughts and theories on who I think is going to die in Avengers Infinity War. It is pretty much a guessing game. We have no idea what's going to happen in that film. We're just going to have to wait and find out. Comment down below who you think's going to die. Also, if there's anything else to do with Infinity War or anything Marvel related that you want me to make videos about, like with this one, then comment down below and I will do that at some point during Vlogmas or in the future. Make sure you like if you enjoyed and subscribe. I am now less than 150 subscribers away from 2,000, which is absolutely insane. And yeah, I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's video. Bye!